Now by financial expert Lynn Richardson, the author of The Symphony, A Guide to Creating and Balancing Multiple Streams of Income. Yes, we are very excited to hear what you have to say, Lynn. So for Carly and everyone out there who wants to create a side hustle, what do you say to them? What are your tips?
Well, the first thing tell anybody to do is to ask themselves 3 questions. The first question is, what do you do naturally? Do you do artwork? Do you sing? Do you dance? If you take a look at what you do naturally, there's probably a stream of income there. The second question is, what are you skilled at? What do you do exceptionally well? As a matter of fact, what do other people tell you you do? You probably think it's nothing, but I'm saying there's probably a stream of income there. And the third question that I would say to ask is, what are you passionate about? What do you love? What keeps you up at night? What makes your heart beat? Now, it might not be fun because some things people are passionate about are serious matters. But if you take a look at those 3 questions, I'm pretty sure you'll find a stream of income hanging around there somewhere.
Yeah, those are great questions to ask. And Carly had some ideas. So once you've asked yourself those questions, what should you do next?
Well, the very next thing is to keep your expenses low. So I know Carly likes tie-dyeing, but there may be some expenses associated with that. But having a virtual fitness company, wow, there's no overhead, and it's a great opportunity to not only get active, but to help others do so while earning income. The other thing that I'd say is promote your business. Years ago, if you wanted to start a business, you had to get an ad in the yellow pages or a billboard, very costly things. Now, advertising is free. Get all of the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it, and instantly your business is available to billions of people.
Now, that's such a good point. And the setup, you say, is pretty simple, and there are great tax benefits too. Tell us about that.
Oh my goodness, it's so simple. So people think starting a business is hard. It's not. You're going to use your name and your social security number, and you'll write your income and your expenses on Schedule C of your 1040 tax return when it's time to file. People think that they have to have a license and registered. No, you don't have to do any of that. Now, if your profession calls for a license, for example, if you're a real estate agent or if you are a hairstylist, you may need a license for that. But otherwise, just get going. And the main thing about having a home-based business is you get your money back. Now, when you use your cell phone for business, it's a tax write-off. When you use that internet for business, it's a tax write-off. So there are 475 tax deductions available to self-employed home-based business owners, and that's a way to increase cash flow by getting your money back.
I also love that one of your tips was to hire your kids because they're real cheap, right?
Yeah, hire your kids in your home-based business. You can write off $12,400 per child. IRS publication 15 says so, and now you get your money back. They become entrepreneurs, they understand the money game, and you're able to get some of your cash back.
I love it. That's a win-win. Lynn Richardson, thank you so much. And Michael, you were nodding your head.
Yeah, I saw some guys here were like, I gotta have more kids.
All right.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Skill Sets the Asset. It's your guy, Tony Clopton, coming at y'all. And I got my lovely co-host, Miss Melissa King. Hey, man, I'm out on the balcony. Hey, we got some information we want to share. I hope you guys enjoyed that little video clip. We're talking about Dr. Lynn Richardson that is promoting home-based business ownership, the easiest way to start building wealth and start operating as a business owner, y'all. Look, man, we're going to share some information. Y'all give us about 2 or 3 seconds. Like, comment, and share. Melissa, how you doing out there, sister?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I'm out here on the balcony. Feeling good. Hey, y'all, check me out. Hey, this broadcast is brought to you by TNT Apparel at myshopify.com. Income shifting is the new money. Shameless plug.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Check that out, man. Hey, it's a conversation.
What other colors you got?
I got red, I got green, black, blue, polka dot, stripes, whatever you want. Hey, look, don't judge me. My website is kind of raggedy, but you can order. This was a test shot, y'all. I know this really ain't my color, but I want somebody to see me today.
do you have that Portland High School orange?
Yeah, I got that. Well, I don't know. I need to check that. I need to get that orange. Let me get that orange. Anyway. Yeah. So, hey, I'm good. Hey, I hope you guys see the title. Well, I didn't put the title up, but it is keeping your feelings out of your finances, man. It's so many people struggling with do I grow my business? How do I make some money? Am I gonna go broke trying to make some money? And it's a lot of determining factors, right? That's keeping
exactly.
our feelings off. So let's go ahead and dive in, man. 'Cause I know people attention spans is short, and I want to provide some quality information, right? So let's dive in. MK, you ready to start this thing off?
Yeah, but you got to tell them a little bit about yourself, though. You know,
Okay,
your page is growing so
you right.
fast that
Yeah, you right. Yeah, I'm thinking
some of your
everybody
newer
knows.
people might not know your story.
Yeah, you're right. You look, y'all. I'm Tony Clopton. I live here in Birmingham, Alabama. Came from a small town called Copeland, Alabama, and man, I learned some of the best life lessons from a small town. Now in the big city of Hoover, Alabama, I worked at a job for 22 years. And at my age, close to 50, I know that, hey, I'm almost damaged goods. So if all I have is a job, I'm going to be struggling if I have to go and look for another job, right? So I have to put some things in place. So you're looking at somebody that knows about bankruptcy, foreclosure, voluntary repossession, bad spending habits, all of that. Your boy did that. You like thought I made good money, man. It starts until some things start happening, like the economy started tanking. The guy said, "Hey, look, we can't pay you today," and I'm thinking, "Wait a minute, I don't have no savings account. I got a lot of bills. So what I'm going to do?" So I looked into this company, and it taught me how to get cash flow positive, use my own money. It taught me a strategy, y'all, and we really want to educate y'all about how something this simple, something that's not taught in school, has helped us get to a positive cash flow cycle. We're investing, we're paying off debt. Man, hey, my wife just paid off her student loan debt about a year or two ago.
Wow.
These things gonna be with you forever. I know people that went to school and with student loan debt, and now their kids are starting to go to school, and they still have student loan debt on top of debt. So we share something with you guys. Man, I could talk all day about myself, man, but it's not about me. It's about us educating you guys about what we've learned in this powerful business. So, Melissa, it's on you. Tell it a little bit about yourself.
Well, Tony pretty much summed it up, my situation, except for, we all made financial mistakes. And he introduced me to this business and taught me how to be a home-based business owner and write off my lifestyle. So I've been using those strategies for the last 6 years, and they've got me in a position where my credit score is over 800, except for the basic debt that we're going to have every month. I don't have any debt. And I'm in a position now where I have choices. A lot of times if your finances ain't right, your choices are limited. It ain't
Right.
what you want is what you can get, and that's very limited. So having been on that side and having been on on this side, I'm just proud of the progress I've made, and I appreciate everything I've learned from having a business. So what are we talking about today?
Okay, let's talk. I was wanting to talk a little bit about how to try to keep your feelings out of your finances, because I know for a fact when people broke, they make erratic decisions, right? Like, man, I'm like, man, I don't know which way to go. My money's out of whack. I done ran up all my credit cards. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm borrowing money from people that I know I can't pay back. People considering taking a second job, you know what I'm saying? And I know that your feelings can really alter your next moves. And I just really want to talk to people about how you can put yourself in a better position. And to me, your stress level is low when you have things in order. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I definitely wanted to talk to you, and what do you think, like some of the determining factors on why, what keeps people's feelings off balance when it comes to getting their finances together? In your opinion, what do you think?
Well, am I echoing? Do I sound like I'm echoing?
No, I hear you fine.
Okay. For me, it's a lot of factors, because it's like it depends on the situation. If it's something that happened, like if something unexpected, like God forbid, a car accident where your car is now totaled and won't run or something, a lot of times you'll make a decision based off of emotion, because you like, okay, I got to get the kid to school, I got to do this, I got to do that, what should I do? And you might do something rash where if you had more time to think about it, maybe you wouldn't buy that car. or maybe you wouldn't do it this way. So if it's something like that, I do act off of emotion because I'm thinking about what am I going to do now? I'm in that spot where what am I going to do now? But if it's something long term, like, you know, right now I'm in the process of trying to decide where I'm going to live. But, you know, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about that. But because I have options and everything, I can kind of take my time and feel it out. Now, I do usually like I've talked to you about it. I consider you somebody who's, you know, got a good background to give me advice on things like that. I'll talk to my parents about it, you know, running across my friends and stuff. But ultimately, you know, I'll try to make a decision based on, you know, looking at the big picture and long term. Because a lot of times when we make financial decisions out of emotion, we're not thinking 20 years down the line. We're thinking tomorrow. So that would be my input on what makes people make emotional decisions.
Right. And you know what's really crazy is like, you know, like you say, who do you go to for some advice? And most of us normally go to our friends and family, right? That probably don't have any background about finances, you know what I'm saying? So that adds another factor in, like who do you trust with trying to help you get into a better situation? You know what I'm saying? And it's so important that we vet the people that we're talking to, because I want to know how can you give me some good sound advice and your credit score of 400? How can you give me some good sound advice and about buying a house and you don't have a home? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of hard, so you guys got to be careful about where you get your information from. But for us, I think that the people that we're surrounding ourselves around, I think that they are already successful. You know, like they bought a couple of homes, they have real estate, they understand investing. And I think that you just got to just get in and educate yourself first. And I think that's the most important thing, because our business is really an education base and you can take it anywhere. I don't care what company you go to or what job you go to, our principles will apply, and you can move wherever you want to go. Just like when I created this t-shirt line, I learned it from my econ that cash asset cash really works. Take a little small bit of money and create something that can generate you more money. And that's a principle that we learned in my econ. So I'm always thinking, and my feelings are always think business, because I know taxes. I heard this. It didn't make sense. I heard one of my mentors say this. He said that you are literally a foreigner in your own land if you don't understand the tax system. Think about it.
I can appreciate that, because I will say, for me personally, I found it very confusing prior to starting my own business. And this is just my personality. When I feel like something is over my head, and I'm not getting it, a lot of times I just push it to the back, you know, and I just do status quo. So, you know, like I was telling you on our last call, live, when I didn't understand how, like, I'm not gonna lie, before joining in 2015, I didn't even know where tax refunds came from. I literally did not know. All I know is I filled out this paperwork. I gave them a copy, my tax person a copy of my W-2, and she punched a bunch of numbers and information in the computer, and I sat there like this, like, am I gonna owe or am I gonna get paid? Which one is gonna be? I had no idea how they come up to that number, so I can see that. Like, if you don't know what's going on and you just kind of go along and get along, you know, it is like being in a foreign country.
Yeah, because think about it. It's other people that come from other countries that come to the United States and they understand, create a business, utilize the tax system. That's why you got more Mexican restaurants. That's why you got more Chinese restaurants. That's why you got more liquor stores and gas stations, because the foreigners come in and understand the tax system. Now we're buying from them because they understand in our own land.
Because, you know, the average, when you're growing up, and even when you're an adult, the only thing you really, you know, think about what you've heard about taxes. Two things in life you can't avoid: death and taxes. Uncle Sam gonna get you. You can't run from Uncle Sam. They make the taxes the tax system sound like this big scary monster
Right.
that you don't want to mess with, because if you get out of line, which if you get out of line, you are going to jail. But I mean, they don't talk about the positives of being
Yeah.
a business owner and how the tax system can actually help you pay for your business.
Ooh, girl, you said something then. Look,
Yeah, because
sister.
we've always heard the negative things, and then if you're like me and it was confusing anyway, you didn't delve in to try to find out anything more. You just want to make sure you're doing the right things and staying on the right side of it. But like you said, they don't teach you this in school. I was
Right.
in school for how long? 17, 18 years if you count college. I ain't learned none of this stuff I'm learning now. And I took macroeconomics, microeconomics, whatever they taught us in high school. They didn't teach you any. They taught you some terminology about what goes on, but nobody sits down and teaches you the intricate details of owning your own business and its advantages versus being an employee.
You know what? I gotta say this right here, and man, this is my spirit, man. It's just all over me. All through history, people have been controlled by fear and the lack of knowledge. Look, don't get caught reading a book. Who do you think you are? The boogeyman. You're going to jail. These are the things that I know most black folks are scared of. I don't want to go to jail. I love the little bit of freedom that I have.
Exactly.
Man, if you put me in some shackles, I'll probably eat my arm off just to get away, because I'm used to being out and running around doing what I want to do. But all through history, fear has been one determining factor that is keeping a lot of people from elevating. Another one is the belief system. You must believe that you can.
Right.
And it don't really matter what nobody else think about you. You got to know what's on the inside of you. And to me, that plays into feelings, like your emotions. How do you feel about yourself? Man, I don't really care what nobody think about me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got my own cross to bear, and I know that I want to do people right while I'm here, because man, people checking out every day, and I want to make sure my family good. So my main priority right now, man, I put my feelings aside, because I know I got to put myself in position to put my family in position long after I'm gone.
Yeah, I feel the same way. There was a point in my life where I ain't gonna say I never really just thrived off what other people thought of me, but there were some decisions I was like, I would make and I'd be like, this might not be a good look. And now I'm like, a good look for who? I ain't worried about nobody but me.
That's right. And
my
baby girl.
My decisions affect my life. So if I'm not doing something, like I've even had to, and Lord knows I love my mama and I respect her and would never get out of turn with her, but she's made some suggestions about me purchasing some stuff, and I'm like, what would I get out of that?
Right.
That's not gonna do nothing for me, and she'll be like, well, okay, but it's just, you think different when you're a business owner, and when you got long-term goals. You don't really worry so much about right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say I sit around and live in poverty so that I can stretch a dime, because I am the type, if I want to buy something, I will buy it, but I do think about the long-term effect of it, and don't just, what emotion would it be when you see something and you just like, ooh, I gotta have it. I don't know what emotion that is, but I didn't long time past that.
I know that's right. I got
you know how, and what used to be, even with purchases, like, how they have the Black Fridays and super sales and stuff like that. Now, when Amazon had their Amazon Day, I did go on there and I went through and looked at all the stuff they had and how much they had marked it down. And I made some purchases, but if it was some stuff that I felt like, now if this hadn't been on sale, would you buy this? Some of that stuff I left. And me, 20 years ago, I'd have bought everything I could afford. So you just start making, decisions differently. And I don't know if it's because we're getting older too, but I really think it's the knowledge more than the age. Because had I known a lot of this ahead of time, I probably would have made better decisions at a younger age too. You froze on me, Tony? Hello? Yeah, he must have froze up. But yeah, I think making financial decisions out of emotion can end up putting you in a position where a lot of times you have that buyer's remorse because you're like, you know what, I could have waited on this. So that's how I go with a lot of my decisions now. And, you know, people are always going to be there to criticize or, you know, say how they would have done things, but it's not their money and it's not their decision. So let me see where Tony fell off of me. I don't know what his next question was going to be, but since we're talking about finance and emotion, what would be another good one? I think sometimes we will let peer pressure, even and with my old stuff, I'm like 40, 47 now. So sometimes we'll let peer pressure, you know, to a certain extent, like everybody's got this, and this. And maybe I need to look into investing in this or whatever. And it's not like the same type of peer pressure you have in high school where somebody trying to get you to smoke or do some drugs, but it's the type of thing where it's like, am I missing out on something type peer pressure? I put it that way. And that can get a lot of people as far as emotional spending and emotional financial decisions. So that is another one. Well, Tony, you've been gone for a minute now. Where you at? He might have been left me to do the show all by my lonesome because I don't even see him logging back in. But anyway, the video we played in the beginning, Lynn Richardson, I am behind. I'm sure a lot of people knew about her long before I discovered her. Hey, what happened?
Hey, sorry about that. Hey, I don't know. I guess this shocking was about to jump out there, and my phone was like, "Hey, you better take me inside before I shut down." And that's what it did. Apologize.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were gone at first. I just noticed you had that same facial expression. I was like, I think he might
like
be frozen.
Yeah, the chocolate about to melt. Hey, I can't sit outside too long. This sun beaming. But look, let's get back. What now? What were you saying again?
Well, you had asked me about emotional purchases, and I was kind of talking about how you know, at a certain, you know, how you'll be out and you'll see something and it's like, I can't pass this deal up. But then you have to kind of figure out, if it hadn't been on sale, would I have even bought it? Is it something I would have even thought I needed? So I was saying now I kind of reevaluate my purchases and my decisions a lot more than I did 20 years ago. Of course, I done got older, but, you know, I feel like had I known how it was going to affect me long term, even at a young age, I would have made better decisions.
Right. Absolutely. So look, I wanted that the video with Dr. Lynn Richardson. She was talking about publication 15, how to hire your child. Man, look, how many people we know have never heard of that? Right.
I know I hadn't heard of it before we started doing this because you know, and it made so much sense once it was explained, even down to the babies. Because you remember the first thing they said was, you know, as far as hiring your kids and their babies, they was like, what about the Gerber baby? You don't think Gerber baby parents got paid? And I was like, you know what? I hadn't thought about that. And that's why on a lot of my things or my posts and everything, you will see my little sidekick because she earned her money.
Yeah, hey, we got our work cut out for us. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love educating people on things that I've learned, and I know it's gonna help them if they apply it. But you know what? Another thing about our feelings is we cannot expect people to want more for themselves than we want for them, right?
You know what? You hit a nail on the head with that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
struggle with that because I know what we have is powerful. And the thing about it is we got to stay out of our feelings. I ain't gonna lie, I can get on Facebook sometime and somebody that say, hey, look, I can't keep this business up. The $34.95 is too much. But you 250, and I'm trying to figure. I'm doing the math in my head, thinking, wait a minute, you just paid $34 a month, and you getting an extra 250 in your paycheck, but now you telling me that you can't afford it, and I'm like, well, what happened? Well,
Right.
some things happen, and I'm like, wait, talk to me. I want people to open up because man, I'm in my feelings now because I thought you were good, but
Right.
sometimes people get extra money and go buy some trash, and I say, you know something, you can't tell people what to do with their money.
That's right.
So
yeah, because it seems like basic math. If you updated your W-4 and now you're bringing home an additional $250 a month,
right?
But you say you can't afford the $34.95.
I was like, oh, hey, I'm pulling half. I ain't got no hair. I'm pulling half my head like this. Like, what you mean? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But you are so right about that because there's been so many people that when I finally figured out how powerful the business was and how important it is to have your own business, that I was just like, oh, I know so many people who can use this and who gonna take this and go places with it, and then
yeah. But you know what? I think, and I got to say this. It really boils down. Sometimes it's like people got to. You expect people to reach out to you. Like when I joined. Shout out to Andre Stinson. Man, he walked me through the whole system, and like you try to make yourself accessible to people, but like, okay, hey, I'm open. I'm here online right now. People can reach out to me, man. Drop a comment. Hey, I'll call you. Here's my number. Here's my email. You want people to reach out to you, so you want to help them. But when people say, hey, I'm good, you got to take them for that. I'm okay. I don't need no help. And I'm like, okay. Right. And next thing you know, they quit because they never really got the full understanding of how powerful this thing is. And then you be like, man, I wish you would have talked to me before you quit, and maybe I could have figured out how to get you back on track. You know what I'm saying?
See, that be scared you're going to talk them in the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And shout out to, I see on Facebook, we got comments from Andre Stinson, the man himself, Lakeivia Curry.
Oh, man.
And
leaders.
Darnell Maxwell.
Oh, Darnell. Hey. Man, these are some awesome leaders on the Legacy Builders team, man. Hey, I can't wait for you guys to come on. Maybe on Thursday we can get both of you guys to come on and share your story, because you both be dropping some awesome content. Hey man, y'all inspire me, and I just like-minded people. We just got to pull our resources together and make it work. We got to make it work.
Because Darnell had an awesome story, and then he even told us about the guy that he introduced that just took off and flourished.
Right. Right.
So I thought that was a great story. And then, people be wanting to hear more stories than just ours, Tony.
Yeah. but believe
we gotta bring some more folks and let them know we ain't just sitting around making this stuff up.
Yeah, look, I'm getting better every day. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, every Friday I'm looking for a check from my econ, and I'm also looking to help grow other people's businesses. So I don't mind paying my business and my blessings forward, man, because I know a lot of people are probably dealing with debt and may not have the $39.95 to get started, or they might not have a $99. But I'm offering my help because I know this system works, man. So hey, I ain't gonna never stay in my feelings. I'm gonna keep my energy level up, and I know I what's the thing about it is I can't expect other people to think and feel like I do, but man, whatever I have, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, and you have been good about that over the years. You have a further reach because you're more out and about than I am, but I will say that you always offering to pay it forward.
Right. Yeah. Hey, so, Donald's been doing it too, and I saw how he's, man. So look, our blessings come from helping other people. And man, I just love when somebody say, man, I've just increased my credit score with this system. Hey, I just got an extra $100 back into my paycheck. Hey, the business gonna pay for itself. You just got to understand how to plug yourself in and stay connected, because the information is there. It's like you can lead the horse to the water, but you know the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
can't
because
tell nobody what to do.
like you said about publication 15, it's been laying right there in those IRS publications for years. But
Right.
until I was introduced to you guys, I didn't know nothing about it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Me either. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, we foreigners in our own land because we don't
Right.
understand the tax system, what people struggling at. Man, I know we got a lot of people to reach out to. People need to understand this information. And like I say, I don't want you to join this business for you to think that I done stole some money out your pocket. And I'm
Never.
trying to give you some.
Right.
Hey, let's look at that W-4 first, man. The paycheck checkup, the IRS estimator. You don't need no experts to tell you how to plug some information that you have into a system. That's all you got to do.
Right.
Plug
Right.
your information in. You know your information. Come on now.
Right. And back on publication 15, it helped me out so much because remember when I first got in, my daughter had just started to K5. She was doing private school, and the government will not pay for that. They'll give you a deduction for daycare, but private school, that's on you. So when you told me about publication 15, I immediately hired her.
Yeah.
And paid her a wage, and that wage that I paid her is a deduction for me,
right,
as a business owner. So she was able to take that money and pay for her private school the whole time she was in.
Right.
So it's just like it came at the perfect time,
right,
because I wasn't getting that write-off no more for daycare.
right. Yeah, absolutely.
So
apply yourself to the tax codes, man. I ain't scared. I'm gonna tell you right now. You talking about you better stop playing with the IRS. You gonna go to jail? No, the IRS say, Tony, if you have a business, a home-based business, hey, we gonna show you how to write off all the stuff in your life. And 475 plus, man, I'm trying to get them all. I'm trying to get them all. I wish a actuary would tell me that I can't write it off. I said, well, that ain't what it says right here in this publication 463. Writing off your they say the meals came back 100%.
The what came back?
Meals. Business meals.
Okay.
See,
so we
stay
writing those off 100%.
Yeah, we stay plugged in. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get all my money back. I'm trying to lower all my taxes down to zero. They say $1 million corporations are paying zero in taxes. And my little $1,000 that I make on my job, I know goodness well I can get my tax liability down to zero.
What's the millionaire's name that when he compared his taxes to his secretary? Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett knows the system like no other, because when he compared his taxes to his secretary's taxes, she had owed more in taxes than he did.
That's what I'm saying. Man, get on the tax. Look, 100%. Look, me and my wife, I ain't gonna lie, bless her heart. She don't cook that much. Let me look and make sure she don't hear.
I can't say nothing. I ain't cooking like that either.
She don't cook that much, but look, if we gonna go out, my wife is my business partner. We talking about how to get this money. Hey, how we gonna pay this house note with the business? How we gonna take our vacations with the business? That's what we do. So if I have to go out to eat, man, you best believe me and my wife talking business the whole time, because I'm writing everything off. Let me get that.
I'm telling you, I write out. I talk business at the club. I talk business at a restaurant. I talk business at a bowling alley. Wherever I'm at, I'm talking business.
Right. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, the government say you can get some of this money back. Well, why are you leaving money on the table? I need to know. Somebody answer me that question. Why are people leaving money on the table and the government say, hey, look, own and operate a business for under $40 a month, so you can write off $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 worth of tax deduction? Somebody help me understand. Why would you leave that type of money on the table?
Scared.
I need to know. Somebody got to tell me something.
Well, yeah, scared. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared at first. You know, my first words to you is I don't want to go to jail. But I figured if you hadn't gone to jail in a year, I'd be all right. And then if I go, we were gonna be in that jump together.
Listen. If I start going to jail, I got about 200,000 more people going with me. Well, shit, Warren Buffett did it. Jeff
Right.
Bezos did it. Go get them
Right.
first, and then come back here and get these little 200, these little $1,000 that you say I done took from you. Go get them $1 million write-offs, and then come holler at me.
And let me just say this without saying this.
Right.
Quit thinking that those type of advantages are not meant for you.
Yeah.
Anybody who apply the strategies or the guidelines can get
Right.
it. It's not just for other folks. It's for you too.
It's for you too.
You know,
That's
you
a
see
good,
what I'm saying?
that's a good shirt. Ooh, that's a new shirt. The tax system
That's
is
nice.
for you too. Ooh.
You said Shopify?
Yep. I'm
I'm
finna
gonna
make
order
it.
one. You know,
The
I try to
tax
support
system is for you
my
too.
small businesses, so I have to order one.
Man, I sure appreciate you. Hey,
You
baby
carry the
need
kids
Pampers.
size?
Baby need Pampers and shoes. Wait a minute, my baby 13. She don't need no Pampers.
I'm
No,
about to
baby
say,
need food. Baby need food and shoes.
look, you carry kids size?
The last time I checked, I think they go to an extra small.
Okay.
But look, don't
And
judge
I have to
me.
give you know whatever I buy me, I have to buy my partner.
Okay, don't judge me on the layout. It's raggedy, but you can buy a shirt from me. I appreciate it.
Well, I ain't gonna judge you on camera, but you know, I call you and be like,
Yeah.
really?
Hey, yeah. Hey, this has been good, man. I know we've been dropping some great content. I just like having grown folk conversation. I don't care if it's one person on here, man. I know a lot of people like to come back and look at the replay. Man, if y'all got any comments or questions that y'all want to add on, man, I'm telling you, Thursday, hopefully we can have some more people on. Shout out to my man Darnell and Miss Kivia. I hope that we can bring her on because I want y'all to hear and see other people that's making some power moves, man. It ain't just me and Melissa doing this thing. We trying to make some millionaires. Hey, I'm on my way. I'm real close. I want to get what Andre Stinson is. I'm talking about making a couple of $100,000.
Yeah, Andre Stinson, you know, those are big goals.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
know.
big goals you trying to get there. But you know
Hey,
what? I'm gonna throw this in there.
Yeah.
Look, I'm finna throw this in there because you know I'm being nosy. You know how we do. I done looked all around your yard, upside your house. This your new digs?
Huh?
This you know I haven't been to the new place. This
Oh
the new mini mansion.
Yeah, this is my new mini mansion. Writing off my lifestyle. Because the government say I can. I stepped it up a few.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm looking at all them trees. You look like you in Zamunda.
Yeah. My little dog, he trying to bargain. I had to keep moving because he disturbing my life. So I got to walk him outside and walk him back in. He's spoiled.
Oreo out there with you.
Yeah.
Look, now you're in the back talking about some Oreo.
Yeah, Fido. But yeah, hey, it's been good. Hey, look, what we got in closing, man? Because we can't hold these folks on long all day because they get to they can talk about nothing. We just talk about money, y'all. Stuff that excites us. We talking about credit. We talking about travel. All of the stuff that can help us make money. That's what we do. We're gonna continue to educate first. Hey, if you want to get involved in this awesome business, man, holler at me and Melissa, Andre, Darnell, or Lakivia, anybody on this live. We gonna put you in the game. Just we ain't gonna force it on you, but we gonna educate you first so you can feel comfortable about spending the money so you can get some of your money back. That's all we do.
Exactly.
All day long. Hey, that's my time. What you got, MK, before we check out?
As always, thank you for having me on and include me in the conversation. I love talking finance, especially when it's positive and it's something that we can share with other people to help them get that aha moment like we got. And like Tony said, if you got any questions for me, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Melissa King, all of them. And then too, if y'all got specific topics, you might have a question about, reach out or leave it in the comments too, and maybe we can do that too, Tony.
Okay. Hey, look, before we end, what are our 2 price points in the business? Because we want to educate people, and if they really serious, man, like I say, I'm always open to drop some coupons. We do coupon investing. Like I like investing back into my business. So the 2 price points we have, I believe the one is the $39.95 one time and $34.95 a month, which covers our complete income shifting membership comes with a credit repair system. It comes with the debt elimination software. We have investments inside of there. And man, to me, that's the best deal to go. But the ultimate deal is to get involved with our elite membership, which is $99.95 one time and $54.95 a month, which gives you a travel membership connected with your income shifting membership. And man, that travel membership, a lot of travel agents are gravitating over because they see the power of offering others a travel membership where they can travel for 70% off and it's backed by 110% guarantee. So if you find something cheaper out there, the company will go ahead and refund you the difference. And you get what they call unlimited boomerangs, where you can offer somebody that's going, just want to look. And then the point system. Ooh, man, look, I told my wife, look, she likes to put these trips together. And I said, why not put a nice trip together and invite your friends and families out and let me do a presentation, right? I'm writing off the business, right? Writing off the lifestyle, and then teaching them how you can get the government to pay the bill, writing off your lifestyle and using the point system to get free trips. And then you can give those free trips away if you chose to. It's just another option, man. Man, this thing is so powerful. This thing bigger than me. It's bigger than Melissa. It's bigger than all of us. But together, collectively, man, we can change the world with this thing for real. But look,
Definitely.
that's my time, y'all. The skill sets, the asset with Melissa King and Tony Clopton and Oreo. Bad self. But hey, man, thank you guys for chiming in. Melissa, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you, sister.
I think my volume is down because I got a call, but
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
Okay.